Hello everyone, this is Fragelno speaking, doing my very first commentary ever. I have done a little bit of recording before, but decided to give it a go with actually commentating as well. So, first of all, a little bit about me. 24 years old, living in Sweden, and got stuck with League of Legends after my brother showed it to me, and been playing quite a few matches since then. I do not play any ranked games, but I do enjoy the normal games. So let's go on to the game. On our team we have Sivir, Sona, Shyvana, Ari and myself as Udyr. We'll have Sivir, Sona doing the bot lane, Shyvana taking care of the top lane, and Ari will be taking the middle. And as you can see in the chat, as they mentioned earlier, they call me a failsore, and that is because I was the only one who was lacking a skin. Well, we can't have it all, can we? So this is a game between me and 4 of my friends, so we have been playing quite a lot before. So we kinda know each other and know each other's gameplay, and everyone is a decent player at least. As you can see, I will do the jungle Udyr, starting at wolves, go into blue, take the Wraith camp, small golems, red, and then back to the Wraith camp. That is the quickest way I found out to get to level 4 as fast as possible. Now, the opposing team will be Tryndamere, Kassadin, Karma, Ari and Leona. And we have only had a little bit of eyesight on Karma so far, and she's wielding a Doran's ring. Tryndamere is together with her in the bot lane. We will have Ari in mid lane. No, we will have Kassadin in mid lane, my bad. And we will have Leona go in top lane together with Ari, if I'm not mistaken. So here we go, starting with the wolf camp at 140. And I am starting with the Vampiric Scepter for the lifesteal. After the nerf on the jungle, you can basically jungle with just about anything. I mean, my little brother managed to jungle with the Soraka a while ago. He just wanted to try it and it worked out pretty fine. Here we go, blue down, going on. We have had a little bit of poking in the bot lane so far, but it haven't been too much. Everyone is playing quite carefully, and since they are 2 in the top, our Shyvana will have a little bit of problems keeping them off the tower. It's not easy when you're melee and going solo lane against 2 people. So that's a little bit annoying, but we should be able to overcome it eventually. They are doing quite decent push on the bot lane. Keeping things going. As you can see, I have now cleared out the small golems, moving over to the red. And the reason I do it this way is because then I will have smite for the blue, and then it will be back up again for the red. So we will not have any problems taking that down. Now, for some inexplicable reason, I decided to not smite, which is actually rather stupid of me. I guess I was focusing on other things. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we will have the first blood coming down on the bot lane now. Yes, we do. Sona gets the first blood, Tryndamere gets the second on Sona. Now it's Sivir versus Karma. Karma is fleeing as fast as you can and manages to get away. And while we're doing that, I have taken the red and the wraiths. Now I'm going for a gank on top. Getting decent damage out, but Fishmonger is taking quite a lot of damage. and Ari is almost managed to juke me out, trying to run down this path to the tri-brush and head away. Now while Fishmonger is away, I will be holding the top lane. And making sure that the XP is going somewhere instead of just down the drain. Now it is a little bit back and forth, nothing much going to happen for a while. I'm making sure that Leona doesn't get too comfortable in the lane. After all, I do have the lifesteal and I do have the possibility to get my both health and mana back. So I'm putting out the pressure on Leona, pushing her back, forcing her to flash, which is always a good thing. If you can force them to flash, then you know that you will have a safer gank afterwards. Now we have pushed out Kassadin from the lane, from the mid lane, and since we had them pushed back in both top and mid lane, we are going for their blue since they are lacking a jungler. And we have Fishmonger coming down to assist if we need more bodies down here. And I'm giving it away to Ari since she will be the one needing it the most. And now I am back for some ganking since Fishmonger is here. My red is gone now since the timer on it is out, but who gives a crap, we can still try to manage to get something to happen in the top lane. Want to put as much pressure as possible in the top lane, since if we do not manage that, they will keep Fishmonger out of the game for quite a long time. So taking him back, and due to my lifesteal I can be quite aggressive and then just head back into the jungle and get my HP back up. Well, Fishmonger is taking quite the beating here, so it is safest for both of us to recall in case they would decide to try and make a dive here. Although Fishmonger has a couple of health potions, so he decides to stay for the time being. As you can see, quite the pressure on the top lane. On the contrary though, we are having quite the pressure on the bot lane instead, always keeping them pushed up. And well, by doing that, they disable me from being able to gank there, but that means that I can put a lot more pressure on the mid and top lane. We go again, trying to keep them out of the game as much as possible, trying to help Fishmonger since he is yet again alone, and just clearing out the worst under the tower and then heading back to the jungle. Besides, if you stay in the jungle for a while, then you know the enemy do not know when you will pop out. The risk for them is being big that they push it too much and enables a gank. As you can see, I am now level 6 and got my Wriggle's Lantern, so I should be able to solo the dragon soon. Although I am not quite sure when I did take the dragon and if I needed some help in this game, but I guess we'll find out eventually. One of the most important things for the jungler is, of course, the ganking, making sure that the people are unaware of your location at all times. Also taking the buffs from the forest, which is very important. Yet again, I am giving the blue to Ari, so she can contest with Kassadin, giving him a hard time. A blue on Ari is very good, since then she can spam her spells a lot more and hence gain the spell vamp she has from one of her abilities, which enables her to stay in the lane a lot longer versus Kassadin. Here I've been taking the red and going up to top to see if we can get something going yet again. Fishmonger have managed to push the lane back to the middle part, and here comes the gank. Missing up a little bit on the movement there, forcing the flash again. Keeps pushing, gets a stun in, and takes her down. Heading back into the safety, letting Fishmonger take the free XP and gold, while myself is heading down towards the mid lane, trying to ease it up a little bit on the mid, since Kassadin have managed to push out Ahri. Although Fishmonger is having some problems here, getting pushed back by Ahri and is getting killed. I guess he got a little bit overzealous there, but shit happens, as you probably know. There we go, hitting level 7 and almost over to 8, having the red buff, decent amount of mana, and should be able to take the dragon. Here I'm waiting for some assistance, since the bot lane have pushed up so far. They should be able to do it with no problems. They should be able to handle it with one person. So Sona comes up, helping me. I see she is on her way, so I pop my shield and turtle stance and starts hitting the dragon. With the wriggles you can see that the dragon goes down quite decently fast. Karma though decides to come on up, say hello, and gets a nice greeting from the three of us. I have no idea why she went here, if she was going to ward or whatever, but she made a grave mistake there, running into the three of us. And as you can see, we had Ahri coming down as well. Since mid is decently pushed, we decided to take down the bottom tower now when their karma is gone. Fishmonger is still fighting here up top and gets pushed back to the tower, has barely no health at all, popping a health potion and trying to juke as much as possible, trying to stay alive.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Meanwhile, Kassadin managed to take down the bottom tower. I mean the middle tower. But I mean, we got one kill and one tower in the bot lane in the meantime. Now I'm playing a little bit risky, taking down the wraiths. But we have a decent push in the middle, which I decided to join. But we have Kassadin coming up from behind, starting the chase. Now, here, since we haven't pushed back and I have the location of two of them, I start trying to go for their blue. Now they're all gone here. Leona comes down and the fight begins. Kassadin joins and they take me down rather quickly, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they do. Void Shift from Kassadin is a true pain in the ass. Never know how to handle it. He is a true assassin. Little bit of poking going around in the bush. Managed to take down our receiver as well. And yet again, Tryndamere ulti, which everyone hates by now, he managed to get away. But the fight keeps going. Sona is chasing them, which is not a very wise choice since she is alone. Shyvana takes a little peek down towards the middle lane, but decides to do nothing, since they should be far gone by now. Now, yet again, joining me and Ari is going to take the blue. In the meantime, Kassadin is doing quite the push on bot lane, so we do not really enjoy seeing that happen, so come down, 3 people trying to stop it. In the meantime, we have Tryndamere trying to take down Sona. She does a defensive ulti and jukes him going into the brush, which means that we should be able to take him down. Here we have Minyok taking him down, Sona running away from Karma. Now it's Sivir and Ari going up against Kassadin and Karma. They do a little bit of poking on Ari, then leaves the fight. Do not want to risk it since we have more people joining, which would be me. Here we have the top lane. Yet again, she is trying to hold her own. This time against Ari and Leona. Having quite a bit of trouble. As you can see, she is on about half health, which is not the optimal time to engage, and means a death. Ari has quite a potential when it comes to the burst, and Leona has some really nasty stuns, which is never a fun thing. Here we go, me going up for the gank. We lost the tower in the meantime. I managed to take down Leona, but I get taken down by Kassadin and Ari instead. And for some reason Kassadin decides to type policy, probably because he's from Pole. Well, I don't really understand that, people. Now, Sona decides to try to head for the tower, going pretty much the wrong way, getting pushed back quite a lot and killed. Now we have both of them down, and we have Shyvana chasing Karma. And having Shyvana on your tail is never especially fun, since she do have the Phage, which has a little bit of success rate of slowing the movement speed, so the chase can go on for quite a while. Kassadin going up for Shyvana here, having the blue as well. Leona joining, Kassadin using his ulti right after Shyvana uses hers. Very much back and forth here. Ari waiting in the brush, waiting for something to happen. And we have Ari and Kassadin coming down here while I was taking the red. Huge damage from Kassadin. All I can do is just leg it, try to get away from there. Ari gets taken down. I am stupid enough to start a chase, decides against that when she pops her ghost. Now we have a 3 versus 3, getting a clairvoyance in the brush since we knew they would be around there. Sivir's long range managed to take down Ari, which is quite lovely. In the meantime, we have Tryndamere taking down the dragon. Here we have Kassadin and Leona hiding in the bush. We have 3 people here. Kassadin in the void, getting to Sona. We started to focus down Leona. Kassadin pops in again and managed to take down our Sona. And he is void stepping away. Quite a coward, but that is how the assassins work. Now Shyvana went down to the bot lane instead, putting on some pressure. And yet again doing a chase on Karma. and gets yet another kill. Now if we look at the stats, we are down with 2 kills so far, and well, the one who's having the best scores as of now is myself, although I have been quite lucky with those, since I have 0 assists and given them to others instead. Seaver gets taken down, but our Ahri counters by taking down their Ahri. We managed to get a stun exhaust on Leona, ignite, and hunts her down for the kill. And taking down their tower. Now we have Shyvana going mid, trying to get some free farm going on, and the rest of us is heading for the blue, which is long gone. We saw that we had Kassadin around here, so we are backing out. Although I have no idea what's wrong with my pathfinding, but we did have a chase on Karma. She's heading out. Big chase on Kassadin now. We have Ahri being chased down. Stun on Kassadin, trying to save Ahri. Impossible. Slow and void shift away. Yet again, we have the top lane and some action. Managed to get away, but when there are 3 people against poor Seaver, she gets taken down in an instant. We are heading back towards our tower, but it is little comfort when Tryndamere has his ultimate up. Now we have Sona going back, leaving me alone with the tower, trying to hold things off. Got a little bit of creep kills in the middle, and Shyvana is on her way up. Slowly but steadily. Here I get chased down, Ahri coming up from the side here, cutting off my retreat. And they also managed to take down Sona from behind our lines. Though our Ahri managed to run in, take her down instead. Now she's heading along the brush here, checking things out, see if she can get something to happen. Meanwhile, our Shyvana decided to not run all the way up, so she keeps putting a little bit of pressure down the bot lane. And as it is now, we have lost 1, 2, 3 towers versus their 1, 2 towers. So it's 3-2 in towers at the moment. We are behind by 4 kills. So it's not looking that good, but I think we should be able to manage to do something about it. Here we see Seaver taking down the wolves and Ahri taking down the blue. So I head straight to the middle, doing some cleaning, trying to get a few last hits, but for some reason my timing was off by a lot at this time. Here we are trying to gather up a little bit. I have no idea where I'm actually going here. I'm back and forth in the river, trying to adapt to something. The word so we can have a little look if in case they would be trying to go Baron. After all, it is 23 minutes in, but instead they are pushing 5 people in the middle. They really want to get this mid lane down, so we are putting 4 people in the middle trying to hold it off, while Seaver is taking down the tower here. Silver takes down the tower, and due to my earlier ward placement, we see the Tryndamere is on his way up, so telling Silver to head back. While that is happening, we have a major fight in the middle. Sona managed to take down Karma. I am stupid enough to overstay my welcome and gets taken down. No, I managed to do a stun, so I managed to survive. Didn't remember to survive that. Now we have several people with very little health. Keeps chasing either way and managed to take down their Ahri. As a counter, we have Tryndamere going a deep dive, going for Ahri. Managed to get aced due to the fact that we had two towers shooting at him together with the rest of the people. Ahri managed to survive with about 20 HP, so it's pretty much gosh darn luck there. Now we decides to start pushing the mid lane yet again, while their creeps is pushing our bot lane. Fight commences, it's 2 versus 3, but we are quite low on health, at least I am. So doing a little bit of poking, heading back. Here I am starting to recall in the middle of mid lane with creeps coming up my ass, but managed to get out just as they reach me. See, we're going for the dragon. Whenever the dragon is up, try to take it down. After all, it is 190 gold for each member of the team, so it's quite valuable. But here we have Karma and Leona. Managed to push her away. As you can see, the 190 gold there, we managed to take it. We are also chasing down Karma. Our Sona is trying to run away from there. Managed to take down their Tryndamere. And now I am outplayed by 3 people, so it's time to try to leg it. I failed miserably. Even popped my ghost, which is, well, didn't help much. No, they keep pushing the mid lane, trying to get us out of there. Fishmonger stays in, trying to keep the push from the tower as much as possible. Karma teleports in as close as humanly possible, why I do not know. But it needs 1 kill and almost 2 kills. Pops her shield, trying to survive, gets the movement speed from her line there. Sona is trying to cut her off, but decides not to, since we are not quite sure where the rest of them are. Now we are quite pushed back on all fronts, so I'm trying to play it a little bit more carefully. Here I'm checking if someone else wants the red, with no response, so I decides to take it myself. In the meantime, we have got the creeps pushed up quite a bit, but they push it back decently fast anyway. As you can see, Ahri is pushing up our mid lane quite fast here. In the meantime, we are checking their blue. There is no blue, and we have a fail ward here. Was supposed to put it in the blue, but well, we can't manage to ward all the time. Ahri gets nuked down faster than ever before. Now there are 4 people against 1. She gets taken down immediately as well. Here they managed to take down Shyvana as well. I managed to get a stun on Ahri, so she stays within the tower range, and hence I can get the kill there. we have managed to pick up on the kills now. We are 24 to 25, so only one kill behind. But that is not what matters the most, it is towers. But to get the towers you need equipment, and you get equipment from gold, which you get from kills. So kinda evens out there. 25 to 25 now, since we managed to get the kill in the middle. Here you see I'm only going the turtle stance. This is to increase my health. I don't want to kill them off too quick, because I want as much health gain as possible. We have a big creep wave here coming down the top. The Karm is here to take care of it, doing rapid work. In the meantime, we have Ari and Sona trying to get something going on Cassidy here, but to no avail. So Seaver joins them to see if they can get something going. Doing a little bit of warding in their forest, since that is where we will try to get a fight going. Here, Cassidy gets taken out. Completely ambushed. We get the Sona ultimate, stunning him so he is unable to void shift away. As you can see, we have 4 people here hiding in the bush. Me going alone against 3 people and the minions, just to manage to engage this. So it is baiting. Look, with the amount of health pool that they have now, it's quite hard. I overstay my welcome, gets taken out by the tower. My turtle stance did not quite manage to hold the tower off. But with that we managed to get 3 kills for 1. We got the tower. Keeps pushing down the second tower. And going for the inhibitor as well. As you can see here, we have quite a big creep wave there, but it should be able to be taken care of by the next creep wave from ours together with the tower. Here we have strong creep waves, so we do not have to worry about the push. So we take down the 2 towers and the inhibitor, and then heading back. Trying to take as much jungle of theirs as possible, so that they have to push even further to be able to get something going if they want the XP. The creep wave was enlarged, so I'm heading down the middle. I have no idea why, probably a giant awareness fail, but this tower should be able to hold this off with the extra reinforcements here. In the meantime, we have a fight in blue. Enemy gets a double kill, and we are on the retreat. Gets a stun off on Tryndamere, and then legs it, trying to save Seaver as much as possible. Yet again going in for a stun and legs it, trying to keep them off as much as possible to save Seaver while she's being. I'm going turtle stance to get my mana up. If you can keep it freshed up, then it's all fine and dandy. In the meantime, they are taking yet another dragon. And we have Tryndamere coming up the mid lane, pushing it up together with Ari. As you can see, we are all holding back a little bit, trying to see their next play, try to do something about it. But since we don't really know where everyone is, I went up to have a little look at Baron, and I put a new ward in there to make sure. Just another exchange towards the middle. Trying to focus Cassidy, which is no point since he will just void shift away. Here they push us back. We managed to get Tryndamere down, but he managed to use his ulti managed to get away. Minjop is doing an awesome work, taking people down, but eventually gets taken down herself. Sivir were pushing back Karma here, but since we were 4 people going down in towards the mid lane, we tell Sivir to back off as quickly as possible. No idea if they would all join up and gang rape her. Now they start trolling. I have no idea why, but yet again we are behind by 2 kills, but we managed to take down a couple more towers and all the way to the inhibitors, and now we have super creeps helping us in the mid lane. Now we've never really got an answer in the chat as to why we should report Kassadin. After all, he is the one with the best scores, 14-8, which is quite impressive, and he is a true pain in the ass to try to handle. With his void shift running all over the place, it's never a fun thing with having a fed Kassadin. Now here they are starting to do a push on Baron. Due to my earlier ward placement here and the clairvoyance, we can see that it's coming. Shyvana doing a bit of poking, luring Karma in. As you can see now, it is 3 versus 4. Here comes the rest of us. We lost Sivir, but managed to clean up the rest of them here. And now, since it is 2 people left in on their team, and we have 4 on our team, and we have managed to chase him back. You see that Leona is all the way back here trying to clean up the mobs. We decided to take Baron. Here I am. Fishmonger was the one to start tanking it. When he was falling down rapidly in health, we switched, so I was tanking it instead. And while doing that, we managed to take down the Baron with as little loss of health as possible. Here running with red buffs, blue buffs and Baron buffs. Going through the middle, their inhibitor is back up. Kassadin is long gone, he is all the way over here. Trying to void shift back while we take down their inhibitor. Warding up a little bit in their forest. And heading down for this turret. And our receiver, who recently was revived back in the fountain, used teleport to get there as soon as possible. Now there are 3 people and a tower against our 5 with the Baron buff, so we decided to just nuke the tower down and then start initiating on them. Sivir goes down yet again. They are focusing her very hard. I have no idea why, but they did. While doing that, we lost Sivir and they lost 4 of their own, so the only one left to hold us back is Karma. They have quite a bit of timer left before the revive. We have decent creep waves coming in, so we are free to take down their tower. Here I run in, do a stun, turtle stance, run out to take as little damage as possible from the tower while still having the tower aggro, so the rest of the team can take down Karma. Takes down the tower and managed to take down the Nexus, calling it a GG and have yet another victory on our board. Victory! So thank you all for listening to this commentary. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you liked it, feel free to thumb up and favorite this video, and I hope to see you guys next time.